Hey everybody, Grant with Renew Auto here. We'll do a quick walk around video of the Porsche Panamera, show all the different panels at different angles, any major scratches, dents, dings, that type of thing. Try to give you a really good idea of the overall condition of the vehicle. Most of these cars, probably 90% of what we sell, actually ends up getting shipped all over the country, and so I never ever want there to be, a terrible surprise. You're excited to get your new car and it gets off the truck and then you start finding things on it that you didn't know about. So starting here at the front end, engine's in great shape. There's no strange noises. The idling fluids are all solid on it. No unusual ticks or squeaks or rattles or anything like that. This car's actually been idling for probably 30-40 minutes while we've been doing photographs of it. And it doesn't overheat, doesn't stumble, nothing. Starting at the exterior, this wheel does have some curb rash. It's getting brand new tires tomorrow, so all four corners are going to have matching brand new tires. If this is something that you wanted fixed, we can do that in-house. We left them dinged and just priced the car a little bit lower. But if that's something you want to wrap up into the purchase of the car, we can get it tackled for you, no problem. This fender, really good shape. It might be one of the, oh, I thought that was a chip. There's a little piece of dust on there. The hood has a couple of chips that we've filled with touch-up paint and clear coat. The front bumper is really lightly peppered, but across the whole front bumper. This is something that we get on these cars from Arizona, Vegas, southern Utah, the desert here, that sometimes you just get the sand pitting across the whole front bumper. If you look really, really close, you'll be able to see it. But it's something that you really don't notice much at all from 5 feet away. And so what I did was, again, we just lowered the asking price of it. And that way, if it is something you want to get done, we can have this front bumper resprayed for you, no problem. If this is going to be a car that, maybe you're just long distance traveling for work on the freeway and you're not worried about it, that way you're saving a little bit of money. Just wanted to give you both options there. But again, if you're a perfectionist and you want it perfect, let us know. We can wrap that cost up in your loan or the purchase price of the vehicle, whatever you need. But the same thing with the bumper is at the windshield. The windshield doesn't have any chips or cracks or anything, but has a little bit of that light peppering as well. And so we've got a really great relationship with the glass installer here in town. Again, it'll pass safety inspection, has no problems, nothing out of the ordinary for the mileage. But if you do want it absolutely perfect, more than happy to work with you to make sure we get that done for you. Does have the xenon headlights that are in great shape. Little nick on the wheel here, one right there. And this fender looks like it's in really good shape. Going to the driver's door, looking for any dings or significant deep scratches, anything like that. A little bit of that light peppering on the side view mirror. Looks like the roof's in great shape. And again, hopefully I'm not scaring you away by saying that there's some light peppering. I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible. Again, these cars that get shipped all over, I want to just show every possible imperfection so that A, there's no surprises, and B, hopefully if you're going to look at other vehicles of this age and mileage, go check for these same things. In fact, actually, that's a good example. These B pillars on these Porsches, they get cracked and faded. They're kind of like this resin plastic that really ages really poorly. And so we've actually gone through and had these covered in black paint protection film. And so those we never have to worry about again. And it's something that if you're looking at a vehicle online for sale, you get a picture back here, you're never going to notice something like that. So feel free to ask other ones that are for sale, hey, can I get a picture of the B pillars up close? See if those are cracked or faded or anything. Because if it's spent any time outdoors, and even if I've had some that have been garage kept, they still just start to turn milky over time. But that's obviously something we got taken care of. Look on the roof here, see if there's anything. Oh, it's a bug, never mind. Try to see, obviously the sunroof works. Rear driver's side door in good shape. It does have the factory installed paint protection film right there. You'll see these little buttons. The Porsche does have comfort access or entry and drive where you can keep the key in your pocket. and push the button to unlock the doors, and you can just jump in and twist the fob and it'll get the car started without ever having to take the key out of your pocket. So driver's side rear wheel, again, curb rash there. Let us know if you need that taken care of. That's something we can get tackled for you. It does have the colored crests, which is admittedly a small detail, but the nerd in me absolutely loves having the colored crests because that was an option when the vehicle was originally purchased. Those super beautiful LED tail lights. I just love that detail on these Panameras. Such a cool look. I'm not seeing any significant scratches here. A lot of times when you're pulling luggage out, you'll get some pretty good ones there. Rear window's in good shape. The rear spoiler works. That is another one. Make sure to check whenever you're shopping for a Panamera. Make sure that rear spoiler works because they have drain tubes on each side of these that after it rains, they're supposed to drain water out. A lot of times those drain tubes get stuck with twigs and leaves and dirt. The water will start to raise and then it shorts out the motors on these, and they're very expensive to fix. I had to do a Panamera Turbo of mine, and I've heard of a lot of other Porsche guys that have had to do them. Very expensive. So check the rear wing, make sure that works. Trying to see any other, got one chip right, oh, it's the same bug again, sorry. Little scuff right there. Again, B pillars are all done on this side, so that's something you don't have to worry about. I do love the blackout package on the exterior, so instead of the chrome around the window trim, it's all factory gloss black, which is a nice detail. Curb rash on this wheel. It does have the red Porsche calipers, which kind of sets off the wheels really nice. A couple of chips on this side. One right there. Let's see if you can show them in the video. And I noticed this door's got some chips as well. Oh, that's a bug. Some light chips there. And the side view mirror's in really good shape too. Super, just that light peppering from, driving through the desert. Mechanically, I am a huge fan of these motors. My personal daily driver is Cayenne with the same exact 6-cylinder motor. Has 173,000 miles on it now. Rock solid smooth. I've driven that car Montana, California, New Mexico this summer, Vegas a few times back. Dead reliable. I trust that car to go across the country tomorrow. So I'm a really big fan of these V6 motors. We've got this scheduled to do the intake valve cleaning, the engine oil cleaner, brand new oil and oil filter, and the fuel injector service as well. So we're going to go through, get all that done, and that way it's just turnkey. You don't have to worry about it. Interior's in great shape. My OCD is a little upset that one little piece of trim is missing, so I've got a whole new window switch assembly coming for that. These are a weak spot on these Porsches. For some reason, these little buttons like to break. So again, that's something to keep an eye on when you're shopping for these. Get photos of this and make sure that's been replaced. So got a new one of those on the way. The other thing to keep an eye on is when you've got this gloss black trim. I think you can see how perfect it is on this car. For whatever reason, the resin that Porsche used would fade really bad in UV. So these cars out here in the desert that, they didn't get any snow, salt, water, flood, anything like that, when you're driving them around town, they're seeing the UV, these will fade really bad. So I've actually gone through and had, again, same as these, black paint protection film installed on all of the interior trim, all that area, all the center console. So if you're shopping for these and you notice that almost gets like a weird purpley hue, really normal Porsche thing, we've completely gone through and completely remedied that on this one. Door handles are in great shape. Armrests don't have any significant wear. There's these two little cracks started right there, but they're not nearly bad enough, in my opinion, to warrant replacement. We've got a great upholstery shop that can actually replace just that panel, so you don't have to do the whole seat if you wanted to. But again, that's my personal opinion, totally not worth worrying about. But again, I'm your car guy, so if you want that fixed, let me know. I can make all the arrangements, get it all taken care of for you, and make everything perfect. It does have the upgraded power seats with adjustable bolsters. And this is that keyless drive that I was telling you about. Actually, let's rev the motor so you can see that there's no error lights or anything like that. No misfires, runs super smooth. Obviously you have your navigation, dual zone climate control. This one does have the upgraded package, which gives you the heated, cooled seats. Does have sport mode, which adjusts the suspension, transmission, the throttle responsiveness. And then you've got your buttons on the steering wheel to do cruise control, stereo, all of that. Center console is equipped with a clock. Of course, you've got your sunroof up here. Headliner's in really good shape. There's no, staining or soda spills sprayed up there or anything. Got some audio inputs in the center console. Of course, cup holder. One of my favorite Porsche engineering feats are these dashboard cup holders that they did in this generation of Porsche. Such a great piece of engineering. Totally hide away, but then they come out when you need them, and they keep the drinks away from all the center console. A lot of cars, you're going to have cup holders that come out of here and then put your drink above all this really expensive electronics, which is not a smart place to put it. Ask me how I know. I'm a bit clumsy when it comes to those things sometimes, and I've spilt waters on those in the past, so lesson learned there, but that's why I love the Porsche one so much. Again, moving to the rear, interior gloss trim, PPF on that interior like we explained earlier. All of the windows work, of course. Clean ashtrays. In fact, we'll get photos of this as well, but I'll show you that the vehicle's never been smoked in. Doesn't have any weird odors, anything. This one is equipped with the rear dual zone climate as well. So you've got 4 different zones of climate, and you've got your heated seats back here as well. And then of course your center console, some storage, a lot of room. I really like these Panameras. I'm 6 foot, super comfortable back here, and up above me, totally have enough headroom. A really comfortable car. Moving to the rear, power lift gate. Of course, we've got the storage cover. All the floor mats are hiding back here. Clean carpet in the cargo area. And then your Bose upgraded sound system, tow hook. This is an important one with these Porsches. Porsche actually, I think they've got 50 different, I could be wrong, maybe it's 25. Either way, they've got a lot of different lug nut key, different variations. And so if you lose one, you've got to go to a dealer usually, or a shop that has all 50. They have to find out one by one which one fits your vehicle, and then they have to custom order that one. They can't just do it off of the VIN for security reasons. So when you're shopping for these cars, make sure you've got a lug nut key in there, otherwise you have a little bit of a headache on your hands. Again, windows all work. And that actually reminds me, let me know if you want a different window tint. We can pull this window film and do whatever different window tint you want. We handle all of that in-house, so we can get that taken care of for you. Seats are in really good shape back here as well. A little bit of a scuff from getting in and out right there. But again, no staining in the headliner. I don't even know if these seats have really been used that much. I'm used to seeing kind of either wear on these bolsters, or, sometimes if you got a car seat, you'll get the kind of dimples in there. But these are in awesome shape. And then finally moving up to the front passenger seat. Obviously you've got all your memory settings. Power locks, your working passenger window. Dashboard doesn't have any peeling or anything happening up there. Of course, air conditioning, heater works. Everything on the vehicle works. The tires were starting to get low, so like I said, we've got a whole new set of those on the way. We've got it scheduled to go in for a full service, just brand new oil, brand new filters, and just above and beyond just a regular oil service. We're going to do the fuel injector cleaning, the intake valve cleaning, which is something that you want to make sure is done on these so you don't get the carbon deposits on the intake valves, and the engine oil cleaner as well. So a very cool car. My whole business model with the sales thing is to try and find and make this vehicle the cleanest available example at this year, age, and miles. And so, you know, obviously I try to point out a little bit of peppering on the front end and whatnot, but my goal is that there is not another Porsche Panamera with this many miles on it that's in this good of shape, in this good of condition, and or at least try to be one of the best if I can. So that's why I also try to point out those little particulars when you are shopping for other vehicles. You know, make sure that these B pillars are in good shape. Check the interior trim, make sure those are all in good shape. Motor mounts are a big. Oh, motor mounts. These, they're in good shape. You'd probably be fine if you came and test drove this tomorrow. You might just think, oh, that's a Porsche. I feel a little bit of vibration, so I totally forgot, but we've got new motor mounts on the way as well. So those are going to totally be done, just because I personally know that they're totally passable right now, but in a year or so, you're probably going to want to replace those. We're just going to tackle it for you. So that'll be all good to go. Again, really the biggest imperfection is just being a little bit of the peppering across the front, but we can get that taken care of for you if you don't. If it's the type of vehicle that you're going to be driving on the freeway a bunch, or you're going to vinyl wrap it, or, you know, this is just going to kind of be a daily driver, probably wouldn't even bother it. You can just drive it as is and enjoy. If you do want pictures of anything in particular, anything that I missed, video of anything, don't hesitate to reach out. We do have our detail and our service operations, but I'm the only one that handles anything with sales. So you will talk with me directly. My name's Grant. You can email me at grant@renewauto.com. or text me at 435-278-8915. Let me know of any questions you have. I can kind of walk you through the paperwork process, the remote purchase process, the transportation. You know, that's my song and dance every day, so I'm more than happy to walk you through that. And then, yeah, let me know what I can do to help, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks.